Biggie. 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 Not this one. Is that right? It's the immortality. Hope y'all are having a good Tuesday. I just watched the Rock beating up G2. Rock beating up Cody. Look at you now. Look at you now. Shouts to my boy C3 Comics. Does a really good job. I'll show you on my guy's channel. Because he's keeping it comics. And I like his idea of I'm making a top 10 list my own. It's his list. It's hot. C3 Comics. Naman, good to see you, Naman. Naman. Yeah, I can't watch Izzy's box opening of my mystery box till later. I don't see C3 popping up. C3 Comics. Why all, not just the shorts? Hottest top 10s of the books this week. Very cool. I like that guy. And I love that idea. And I might have to try it out. I mean, it's kind of like a top 10 hot list, but do it weekly and pick out 10 books like under 20 bucks that are worth picking up and show you all my books and be like, that's the Biggie's hot top 10 list, you know, kind of deal. But I will give all the inspiration and credit to C3 for it, because I mean, it's a pretty basic idea, but it definitely inspired me to think about it more watching his. So we're going to eat the sandwich real quick. And I would go check out his channel. Check out C3. He's found a niche where he's in the community and he don't have to hang around as much. He just does his content and that's all you get, you know. That's about where I'm at. I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody wants in. Copied. What the hell is this? StreamYard. Interesting. Chat. Bang. Getting better at that. All right. So, yeah, man. That's about where I'm at on the community. Like, Collector Club will still be going. But fucking with people with other channels, like, I'm good. I'm over it. People. 2024 has been weird. I don't know if y'all knew there was like a lunar eclipse and that biometric atmosphere pressures make people more um, irritable and moody and shit, right? So um, I notice it every time there's some weird um, dumbass eclipse or full moon or something like that. People get irritable and shit. If you talk to nurses and doctors, some of them will tell you that it's definitely a thing where people are. That's where they get the term loony because of lunar um, moons and stars and atmosphere. Oh shit! Did a top 50. My top 50 was lit. I just came to the realization if you ain't, I mean, there's no fucking loyalty in this thing, and people will turn on you quick. And even if, fuck, even if you are someone's good friend on here, they'll fucking jump ship. It's a lot of manipulation and stuff. People get mad at me just for stating fucking real facts and shit. Like, um, I'm a bad dude because I talk about how great I am, and um, I invented bangers in comic wrestling and all that shit. Like, so fucking what? Like, I don't fucking. It shouldn't matter. Like, who gives a fuck, right? I ain't gonna lie about it. I know that. I got one book today. I got the Wolverine 1, 1986 first patch, and all the time people reach out to you if they want to start some bullshit. It's like giving me fucking advice for situations and things like that. That's your real friends. Those are good friends, right? I don't talk to you much, but since this happened, I think that it'd be best if you do it. Just like it's the only fucking time you have something to say to me. So I've been doing a lot of taking care of my family and shit, and trying to make sure everybody's doing good in that. Because you gotta appreciate people while they're around and stuff like that. What up, Birdman? Good to see Birdman. Haven't had a ton of buddy for back issues. Um, I finally got my last week pool done today, and the new books came, so I got to get another ASM. So there's only one book this week. Last week it was like 5 or 6 fucking books. I'll try to finish my cigarette before I get bombarded. Probably. We're talking about getting a new living room set, couch, love chair, a whole fucking thing. I'm not too excited about spending $2,000 on furniture, but we kind of need it. Um, Bug's 60, he likes to sleep on the couch in the living room, probably more in his own bed. And we just want to get him a nice love chair so he's comfortable. and that turned into a couch, a love chair, a recliner, and a coffee table. So there you go. And then $300 to keep it clean and brought in, and a lot of work, dude. I'm gonna have to go on a new carpet, new padding, um, clear everything out, throw it away. So I ain't going nowhere. I'm just gonna quit dicking with people as much. I only got a couple people I'm gonna fuck with. I'm gonna be in a lot of chats. I'm cool with it. I just want to get back to the original. I'm showing comic books from my collection, and maybe find some new viewers. A new. I tried this before, getting new friends and starting over and all that shit. I'm not looking for channels to fuck with. I'm looking for like just people that collect comics, I think. And that'll be it. You have your eye on any more Grells? Every now and then I'll take a peek at a X-Men one, but it's not realistic. Like, I'm probably gonna go after smaller shit for a while. The biggest book that I'd spend money on, the X-Men 101 or Fantastic Four 45. Those two are interesting to me. What up, Trav? Good to see Trav. So I've gotten most of the books I would say are good spec, and now for me to give speculation tips or advice on books I don't have would be books that a lot of people probably aren't looking for because I'm not suggesting books I already have. So I run across that sometimes. So I think if I'm going to try to share a little bit of tips and shit, that it's gonna be like in the $10 to $20 range instead of like Grails or $100 plus books and shit. That's what I'm gonna aim for. I might get a video out this week, next week at the latest. And this guy C3, he does what I'm. It's kind of like what he does, or like JP Budget or Comic Tom. It's gonna be kind of like that, but it'll be books I pick, and I'm not gonna have a bunch of editing and shit like that. It's just gonna be a live stream. We'll see how it goes. It probably won't get many views at first, but I kind of want to. I'm thinking about doing pre-recorded. Oh, you're here. Hold on. I didn't know there's two of you. My fault.
Hey,
You could. Hey, what's
hey,
up?
little
You
that.
could see the people in the background, huh? Yeah, I added both of you. What's up?
I'm eating too.
I don't know how to send a Gmail from the phone. Are you able to do that with your phone, Bleak?
From your phone, I usually just copy it and then paste it in the in whatever chats. Like I would paste it in your collector club chat.
Oh. That chat's pretty dead. I got like 30 people in there that probably 2 of them I actually jump on stream with. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that chat, man. I'm surprised that everybody's left because not very active. Like who that you D. That's about it. Oh, Alan on Collector Club, but I mean, besides Collector Club, like I definitely ain't on any of their stuff that much. You was on Mons last night, wasn't you? How was that?
No, that's on Friday, I think.
How did Salmon go, Blicker?
Oh, it wasn't on.
Yeah, it's on Fridays. It's on Friday, like some crow thing I think he's doing.
What'd you say, Norman? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
How did Salmon go, Blicker?
How did what go?
Sermon.
Oh, it went well. Nominal always goes well. Sunday was pretty good. You know, we had some weird things happen, but we got through it.
Yeah.
I got attacked like a fucking. I got attacked like a banshee, Norman. If you missed it.
I was gonna eat with you, Biggie, but you didn't let me in. I finished eating now.
You tried to get in, he wouldn't let you in.
No, I was gonna eat with you. I was eating. I was eating lunch myself.
Well, that's a quick lunch. I just got started.
Oh.
No offense, Biggie, but we tune in and watch to see you live, not pre-ordered. My opinion, anyway. No, I know, but I'm trying to get away from certain ways of content, and I'm trying to maybe try something new, GT. But I'll keep doing lives. There'll be plenty of lives. I'm just that one show I might do pre-recorded eventually. Like it's gonna start off alive, so we'll see how it goes, man.
You thinking about doing a new show?
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, I was just showing the chat. This guy C3 Comics. He does a top 10 list. It's like Comic Tom or JB Budget.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I do like a top 10 books for the week that I like, or I suggest you may go want to buy or whatever. And I just like how C3's like, he has his channel, but you don't really see him in the live chat. He kind of like chills out and shit. And I'm trying to get away from that bullshit. Like I don't mesh well with people, and I'm frankly just kind of disappointed in the way people are. Like I try to work on my behavior and the way I react to things, but it's just fucking annoying at this point. It don't take much for people to get on my ass anymore, so I'm fucking done with bullshit like that.
Nice day. Look, need a jacket.
It was pretty damn.
Wet and gloomy here, but it's all right. It's not so bad.
I think today like windy and super cold or something.
Yeah.
What part of Canada are you in, Blicker?
What part of Canada I'm in? Ontario.
Ontario. Oh, okay. So that's
that's
the opposite side of Vancouver.
Yeah, I live near Niagara Falls.
Okay.
What up, couching and slouching and
Trev, the shipping guru.
Mhm.
There's Trev's out there. I know Trev was out in the chat.
Make sure I smash that like button. Thank you, man. Like it always owes me money.
GTK, Trev, couching and slouching.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty new on the old YouTubes, Biggie. So I've not yet come across those weird ordeals that you have, but I see it.
Hopefully you don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't. I do see it happen to you though. It sucks.
Yeah, dude, did you feel like I was taking shots at anybody at any point before any of that shit started?
I don't think so. No, I can't remember what you were talking about, to be honest. But it wasn't anything serious. I thought like it was a pretty regular old combo.
Yeah, there was no. I don't feel like I said anything too controversial towards anybody's brand or any fucking thing. I was pretty chill.
Maybe it's just one guy with a fake account.
I don't don't know.
I think it was a misunderstanding. It just, misunderstandings and shit like that. Even once I got faced with it, I don't feel like I said anything too controversial. I handled most of it like
No, you held you held it in pretty good actually.
I think so.
I think
I
you
think
did.
so.
I've heard you go off before and you did not go off.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm pretty chill.
yeah, you were pretty chill, man.
I've been noticing that once these situations come up, I've been super chill, and I'm just gonna get to the point where I'm just fucking saying names and saying shit that I don't mean. So I'm just gonna separate myself from it because
Well,
if
that's
it takes that much for people to jump your shit, like I'm just good, bro.
that's the best way to do it though, is to just ignore most of that shit. Be chill. Usually people are just trying to get a rise out of you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, after about 4 or 5 experiences, I've had like 3 or 4 weird ass, out of the blue, no reason ass shit. People just say dumbass shit to me, and I'm just like, where is this fucking coming from?
Well,
Like I don't know what the fuck to do sometimes. I'm just like, okay.
honestly, big. I think it just comes with being on YouTube, bro. Like you've got a core group of people that love you, obviously, but there's always going to be people that come in and out and then like you for a minute and don't like you for the rest of the time. It's just, I think that's just the way life is, bro.
I mean,
Oh well.
you got to admit, people. I mean, you got some strange people on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I chalk it up to, Norman, is like people are going through things. They have their own issues. They might be a little
Yeah,
touchy or edgy.
even
So I
normal
just
people
kind
are
of
not
back
always
off.
normal.
Well,
Right, right.
what did I just read the other day? There's 3 kinds of friends: leaf friends, branch friends, and root friends. Leaf friends are just here for the season. They just need to be around. You can love them for a season and then they're gone. Branch friends,
Mm,
they're stronger, but you got to test those branches out. Sometimes those branches break. Root friends are there
mhm,
for
mhm,
life, brother. Root friends are there for life.
Yeah,
mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
You need to preach, Blake.
I
Preach.
know, I know. I got I got my preaching pants on.
That's why I kind of like, even if you have a good friend and you think like I have a good relationship with them, don't think for a millisecond that they won't run to another one of their friends and be like, you know, they might not fuck with you or something. So you got to be careful. You got to be like, I trust people too much sometimes. I haven't really had anything bad to say. I still don't, because all this shit's so minor. But the reactions I get, it's like the other day, Norrin was like, a channel voted you the most hated person in YouTube. Like,
That actually makes me really mad. And that makes me mad for you. You're my buddy, and whatever the case may be, that is fucking disgusting behavior. Who is that channel again? What a bunch of fucking goofs, man. Fuck
it
them.
was, I think they said it was Jig's channel.
So what? I'm on live. I'm gonna go vote to see who's the most hated person in the community. Go fuck
I
yourself.
don't
That's
know. I
fucking
don't
rude.
know. I
What a
don't know
fucking
why my name. Yeah,
that's a
it wasn't even. Go
that's a
ahead,
piece of
please.
shit, man. That's a fucking piece of shit. I don't even know the guy, but that's a fucking piece of shit move. Fuck that guy.
Don't you don't have to do all that, Bleak. It's okay. Like he's buddies with somebody I know. Maybe he didn't start the poll. Maybe it was a chat thing. I don't want to just blame Jig. Jig's. I don't even know what happened. I just was told that, you know.
Mm.
So
Well, I'm not gonna start a
what?
poll on my channel to see who's the most hated person in the fucking community. That's fucking rude.
Well, I mean,
Like
whether it happened in comment or whether it
It'd
happened
have to be
in,
C. Let's be honest. It'd have to be CJ though, right?
yeah.
for me to know who not
No,
to
that kind of
fuck
poll is
with.
the most hated guy in the community.
That's right. That's right.
I'm
Well, I
really surprised
mean,
that people really love CJ. So
They do.
yeah, they
They
love
do.
him.
They also
yeah,
hate him. They also hate
Jigs
him.
is a fucks with Perry. Like Perry does a stream, Jigs is there. I love Perry. You know, I don't know who's in that chat. I went on that stream like 2 years ago, and I heard some fuck NWO shit, and then I like asked about it. I'm like, what's this fuck NWO thing? And they said, oh no, I said it jokingly. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then, Bags is like, Biggie Shack's the biggest suck dick sucker or whatever he said. I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about, Bags? Like, I've known you from fucking 4 years ago. I've never said a word about you. Now I'm the biggest dick sucker in the community. Like, okay. And,
Well, I don't know, man. That sounds a lot like some, and I don't like naming names, but it sounds like sticky goose kind of content. Like, let's just fucking hate on people and let's cause a bunch of drama and let's get a bunch of views. And that's not the kind of. I don't even fucking give a fuck about YouTube, to be honest. I can turn the
that's
button
why
off
I'm done,
anytime I
bro.
want, bro. Anytime I want, I can turn that button off. It's pretty easy. I'll just go out and get drunk again. It's not that hard.
That's why I mean, if I cut off going to chats and fuck my life, because I'm not going to be around people that just want to act like I'm a piece of shit or something. Like I'm too narcissistic. I'm a bad person for saying that I created the word bangers. I didn't create the fucking word. I just used it a lot before a lot of people. But I'm a bad person for saying that. Like I just don't want to be around anybody at this point. Like y'all fucking really left a bad taste in my mouth. Like a bunch of y'all. So I'm just fucking good.
Well, I'm gonna give benefit of the doubt that Jigs didn't make that poll.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. I was just told that, so I didn't see it. Don't know. I didn't go watch it. Didn't go looking for it. I don't want to see it actually.
That kind of poll is a pretty poor taste, unless you're doing some kind of like you know how I give a CJ a hard time, and
yeah.
And if you're doing it in a good fun stuff.
Well, and when listen, I bust your balls, Naman, all the time. You bust mine. Biggie and I busted each other's balls, but that's because we're relatively friends. Like we're pretty close. I'm not gonna go say the same jokes. I'm certainly not going to do it without. I'd only do it with you in the chat. I'm not going to do it behind your back. Now, let's have a poll on how many people hate Naman. I'm not going to do that. Like that's fucking retarded.
Come on, let's have that poll. Come on.
I don't even think it was like that. It was just like, who is? It didn't say like pick Biggie. It just everybody picked him. That's why I don't want to go see it. Because then I'll have to see everybody in the chat that said Biggie Shack.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man.
I just gotta assume whoever's watching them just don't fuck with me. So I mean, I remember the few people that were there a couple of years ago when I used to watch, and
you do have a bunch of people that fuck with you though, Biggie. Like myself, Beckerman, GT Key. You've got all sorts of people that fuck with you. You know, Cliff's in your chat. Couching and Slouches is always in your chat. You know.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I appreciate y'all and shit. I just don't want to get into anything serious anymore. I don't want to start new. I've tried starting new. You just can't put your fucking feelings out there like that and hope people. You can't tell anybody nothing. It turns into. That's why I don't say nothing really. I just try to. The thing with Jig, that was one of the small things in the last fucking 3 or 4 months. You know, like there's people that are well loved that have weird fucking things with me. I'm just like, whatever, man. You know, like that's fine.
Yeah, can't be loved by everybody. I'm a strong testament to that. Fuck.
I'll tell you, when you get a big book too, like a book that people kind of want or something, I expected like my girlfriend to maybe give me a little shit, but people in the comic book community just maybe get a little ruffled. It's hardly worth anything fucking book. I doubt that's what's going on, but it is funny how once I got the book, it was just like, oh, pile on Biggie. The one show I come back to the church to show off my 181, it was a fucking disaster.
Now I did fuck with you at the Heroes Con last year.
I think people like fucking with you, Biggie, because they know it's gonna cause a fucking.
I call Big Andy Biggie. Hey, there's a Biggie.
Oh. Comic Man Andy, you thought was me. I remember that. Well, I mean, they haven't got the reaction they deserve. I mean, I guess nobody's really came at me to where I'm going to cuss anybody out. But once I fucking snap, bro, it's just going to be like, everybody's from fucking 3 years ago. I'll be bringing up shit because I've been holding back for a while, bro. I've been holding back a lot of bullshit. If I really did like a come clean, talk about what really bugs me with the fucking community, dude. y'all wouldn't want to fuck with me anymore. And you know what's sick is the communities ran off fucking people before for nothing. They just run people off for no good fucking reason. And I could feel like that's where it's almost at. Like people just keep picking at me enough to where I'm just like, I don't want to fuck with y'all at all. I'm not leaving. Y'all can't make me quit. But at the same time, like,
You know, Biggie, I just I mean, I see anybody big, and with a lot of beard, and I call him Biggie. But it'd be funny if I see you in real life and you're only about 5 foot tall.
I'm not as tall as what you think I am, no. I mean, I'm like 5'10".
Oh, 5'10"? Okay, just a little bit taller than me.
Yeah, I'm not that big.
Biggie, you look like you're fucking 6'3" for Christ's sake.
That's what
Yeah.
everybody thinks, yeah. How tall are you, Bleak?
Oh, 5'8.5".
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm short.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
I'm
flat.
a 5'6", so everybody's taller than me. So
that's the back of Wolverine 1. Where's the front?
I already got a chrome one, so I just
Okay,
went
I
from the
see,
back.
I see.
And it's a lot of what you can get out of people shit, you know? Like, I don't even want to get started because then I'll have to drag in a good friend of mine. But I'm just, if they feel like they can maybe get something out of you or get something out of one of your buddies or something, everybody's fucking on your dick. But once that little well drops off or something, it's like, I'll piss on them. I'll move on to the next one and shit. There's a lot of bullshit like that, but I don't know what the fuck to think about people anymore. Like, there's some good people, like Scotty Vaughn. He's just he don't care what everybody says, kind of like, I'm a cool guy, dude, Um, there's a few more. Naman's pretty solid. He's a fucking good guy, Journey, he gets under people's skin sometimes, but he's open to fuck with people, and I just fuck around with certain people. I don't know, man. I think that I might be done with the chats though. Like I can't be around phony ass bullshit, bro. I just can't do it.
That's fair enough.
That's fine, man. Don't worry about me. I'll be watching other things. I might catch streams after this shit. It's only been a couple of days. Maybe a week from now I'll change my mind. But as of right now, like I just ain't in.
Well,
since Sunday probably.
You better be at church. Well, if you don't want to be, you don't have to be, but I hope to see you there.
Yeah, I don't want to get in the way of people, Like, you got friends that may not want to fuck with you because I'm there. I'm going to try to show up. I always showed up before, and I'm going to face it head on or whatever the fuck, but...
Cliff said he's 6'3", so
Church
if I see Cliff, I'm going to call him Biggie number 3.
It's for everybody. If people don't want to hang out because certain people are there, that's their prerogative.
Yeah.
I do not hold anybody to come. I don't hold anybody to be there. If you don't like someone on the panel, that's your loss.
Yeah, I've always been under the mindset of I'm open to talk to anybody live on panel and hash things out and shit, but at this point it's just like maybe I don't even want to be around anybody at all, like, cause I don't think I could ever earn anybody's friendship like I would want it to be, like Bleeker's about as close to a person I would trust as almost anybody in the community. And, but D-Ron, Bleak, 84 Doc, but I only got a handful. I don't fucking trust a lot of people. It's really hard for me to, once you I've been raised, dude, like, once you burn somebody, it takes like a long time for you to earn the trust back. You know what I mean?
Well, it takes a long time to get my trust. Never mind earn it back.
Yeah. It could take like a year or two.
Yeah, man. You fuck with people until you think that they're people you want to keep fucking with, or you don't,
I might not be here for a year or two. That's one of the reasons I like streaming is like, we don't know how long we're going to be here. We don't know how long we're going to have the health to do it, As long as I'm alive and feel good, I'm going to try to represent my brand and do my shit. But it's sad. I've seen people die. I've seen their family members die and they fucking can't stream no more. They lose jobs, all that shit. We should just be thankful for having anybody around. There shouldn't be no, I hate this fucking person. I hate that. I don't hate none of y'all. I still don't have any hate in my heart. I just don't want to fuck with people. You know.
That's fair, buddy. Hey, I got to get out of here because I'm at work and I'll get in trouble if I'm on here too long.
Oh yeah. I will go that long, but thanks for coming in. I got Norman here. It's all good.
Yeah, I just wanted to stop in, say hey, give you a little bit of support. And
Yeah.
Naman, good to see you, brother.
Hey,
Now,
good to see you, preacher.
Yeah,
What
you
was
guys
you
have a
eating,
good one,
Norman?
man. Peace.
Hmm?
You too, Blake. Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you,
What,
brother.
what was you eating, Blake? Or Norman was you
I was
eating?
eating some leftover rice and black bean sauce, rice on a black bean sauce.
That's good for you. I saw you at the fish market. Was that the New York fish market?
No, at Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. That's a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah,
You look.
yeah.
Well, I thought you were still close to New York because you went and hanging out with Metarog, but you did move back to your other place. That's right.
Yeah, I'm at Seattle. I'll be here for about a month and a half. Yeah.
See, I
Yeah, I
like the
lost
way
my
you do your
freaking
channel.
camera. Huh?
I like the way you do your channel with your pre-records and your documentaries and the way you collect. Like that's kind of what I'm saying. I don't want to just be like, oh, I don't like everybody in the chat and shit. It's just I want to start doing more of that kind of stuff, like more focused in on what I'm trying to share to people. What do you think about your channel? Do you enjoy those videos you do?
I do more like it's like to me my YouTube channel is like a little video diary, video journal. So I just like when I used to write you write diaries in, what happened that day kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm editing it because I want to be able to go back and watch it
There's Perry.
myself.
What's up, Perry?
I don't want to be too boring. I don't want to be like the day number one at 6 p.m. something happened. I don't want to be like that. So, but also, I don't think of it as entertainment or anything. I mean, I don't think of my diary as entertainment, right?
Oh, you don't? I think it's entertainment. You just think of it like as a personal journal of your collection.
Right. Yeah. And I keep record of things that's coming into my collection. I just look.
Yeah, Perry does kind of the same stuff. He does like video game and fucking over 100,000 subs. He does movie reviews, and that's a fun part of YouTube that I don't use enough. Like I just hop on live stream and do everything because it's just easier. But I've learned a few things I could use as tricks. I don't know if I could like do the text writing on the screen. Maybe once I try to edit it and just look at it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I use what is it? The DaVinci Resolve is free, and it's a very powerful program. If you use PC, DaVinci Resolve is pretty good. I mean, that's almost good as a Adobe Premiere, or I think it's actually better than Adobe Premiere. And that's like tons of money you have to spend. So DaVinci Resolve is pretty good if you are wanting to edit videos.
DaVinci, I'm just talking about like the regular YouTube Studios editing, maybe.
Yeah.
I need to get a PC working also. Like I need to buy a new personal computer pretty soon.
Yeah, CVisual uses Power Director on my PC. I have a video on how to make PCs.
Oh yeah, you said you lost your camera? Where'd you lose your camera at?
At the airport.
Yeah.
I left I have this fanny pack I carry around with me with all my camera equipment in there, my tiny little cameras. So I lost about $500 to $700 worth of equipment.
Oh, fuck! That's like me dropping my laptop when we were streaming and cracked my screen.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I even so I had to get out. you know how it gets when people exiting the airplane, and then you have to poop. So so I go, I I and but you have to carry everything with you, you know. So
Yeah.
to the stall, I had like three things: the fanny pack, the
Was that before or that was after? That was before you went to the fish market and ate the salmon from the guy, right?
no, that was before. Yeah, that was before I went to fish market and stuff. Yeah.
I wa-
Uh,
I didn't think it was. I mean, it's probably safe or healthy to eat the fucking salmon from the guy, but like that's the fish market guy. Like, hopefully his gloves were clean when he gave you that shit. I
no,
don't know.
he had a
Gloves
what do you
on.
call those plastic, blood plastic gloves
Oh,
on. Those temporary
you
things.
ate it. You ate it. You was like, it's okay. It wasn't the greatest. They just give you free samples like that.
Yeah, they were handing out some samples. I tasted it. Hey, shop. Yeah, Perry Comics.
Da Vinci Resolve is the best. It's free, huh? Is that what y'all are saying?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't charge anything. It's a really awesome software.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, if you want to do some serious editing, I recommend DaVinci Resolve because it's just as powerful as Adobe Premiere. It's sort of like Adobe Premiere is like you have to you have to it's a subscription base and you have to pay, I don't know, $99 per month or something like that. So it's BS.
Oh,
But
fuck that.
DaVinci Resolve is free. So, and then if you wanna upgrade to pay one, it's not that much.
Do you buy like $30 books a lot, or do you just do that every now and then?
Uh, I
Because I know
mean
you
maybe
bought
I
mystery
buy like
boxes a
$30
few
book
times.
once. What how I do is if let's say I go to let's say one of the reason I buy like a whole bunch of dollar bin books along with the $30 books is because
Hmm.
I don't want to have to have that $30 book be the only one that consumes shipping cost. For instance, if
Hmm.
a shipping cost is $10, then I pay
Hmm.
$40 for that book, not $30, right?
Hmm.
So what I do is I go to, like, let's say my comic shop. I found a book that I want for $30 or less. I pick that one up, then I look for all the $2 books, like
Hmm.
9 or 10 $2 books. Then I order along with them so that it's so I divide my shipping cost out. You know, let's say book cost me 28, and shipping cost for that book now I have reduced to $2, so it's $30 book now. You know what I mean? So when I
Hmm.
say $30 book, I mean like including shipping. But yeah, but I do maybe once a month maybe.
Okay, once a month, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm kind of like going to angle this video as like under $20 to $30 books. I'll show a few that are going to probably make the list that I have, and give you guys an example of what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give me a jacket and go outside.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
fun. You got this one recently.
Oh yeah, I got that
Yeah.
one wrong.
How much was that?
Oh, not recently, but I think I spent about 20 to $30 on that one.
That's what you said. About $20 is your
Yeah.
threshold. You ever got this one, Naman?
What is that one?
The
Superman cover?
Quick Bunny.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I think is it like promo book?
Yeah, it's a promo.
Yeah. I don't have that one, but that's kind of things I like.
Yeah, I love promos like Metarog, right?
Yeah, I'm like Mirror.
Yeah, me and Metarog do that. You ever seen this one, Naman?
No, that's funny.
No? Yeah, it's Super Mario. How you know what's weird about this is it's clearly Super Mario 3 costume, right?
Yeah.
and because he's the I don't even know what the hell that is, raccoon. But this is supposed to be the first Mario in comics. So where was Mario? Mario 1, Mario 2, or during all that time? But this is the first Mario, and it's a Mario 3 thing. But who might know everything? It don't make no damn sense to me.
Oh well, that's Merrock. He probably knows,
He
especially
might.
if it belong in Bronze Age. How long ago Mario came out?
Mario was like 84 or 85.
Mm.
What up, Legion? I see you. Good to see you, Legion.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, it was way before the Mario 3 game came out. I think Mario 3 was like 1990 or so. All right, I'm gonna make myself big. Let's see here, solo layout. So when I do my top 10 Biggie picks of the week, these are gonna be books under $20. I suggest people buy, go out and look for. I got 4 books I'll show today. These will probably be in the list. Amazing Spider-Man 306, Todd McFarlane Action 1 Comics homage.
Nice. I collect homage
Yeah.
books.
Yeah, this is cool because it's not that expensive. You know, like you can get this fairly cheap, and it's a good book to have in your PC. So I don't know if it would ever get hot or not, but I think it's a good book for people to buy. First, Domino, X Force 11. This is the first appearance of Domino. You can get these relatively cheap for under $20. You get you a solid Marvel character.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's a good book for under $20. This is probably my favorite under $20 book you can get. I should get a Spawn 1 out. Actually, it has the price tag still on it. I need to pick it off. But I got this for $5. You can get a
Oh man, that's a good deal.
Yeah, you got one of these yet, Norman?
I got one of those. I overpaid it.
Yeah,
I think I paid like $15 for it.
That's not bad. You could pay up to $20. It's still a pretty good price.
I mean, it wasn't in really good condition though. It wasn't really good condition.
Yeah. I feel like a lot. If I suggest somebody spend $10 or $15 on a book, I'd say this is a good one to get. So it's going to be a lot of that in the new one. Here's the last book I'm going to show for a good example. And I'm going to show more obscure keys. Like these are a little obscure, but not really. Alpha Flight 1 from 1993. This isn't the first Alpha Flight, but it is the first appearance of Puck. This guy down here, the little short guy.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that was a key. I have that book.
Yeah. First appearance of Puck. So Puck joins the team, and it's also his first. So it's kind of neat. So yeah, it's just going to be stuff like that. Just some little books that people can afford and add to their or find in a short box with their LCS. You know.
I'll probably classify them as key books, minor key books or whatever. Because I don't collect them, but then I found out that I have them in like my
collection. You might already have them.
Not collecting books. It's because I don't collect those series at all. So, but I happen to have it because I bought a mystery box or something. But yeah.
Yeah. Might put these in
I overpaid a lot of books when the right at the COVID time. I think I shouldn't have bought some of those books, but
well, you paid a little bit more during COVID because other stuff was worth a lot of money too, and it kind of balanced itself out, you know. But you never sell any books either, so I was selling stuff and buying stuff high, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't sell books. And at the time when I was buying those books, I already knew it. I go, in 2 years these books gonna go down in price. But you know how you get impatient at sometimes. You get the FOMO and you just want to buy it then.
Alpha Flight 1 is also the first appearance of Marina and the first cameo team appearance of Gamma Flight. Oh, shit. I didn't
Oh
know that was
shoot, I didn't know that.
Yeah, those are great books. Yeah, I mean, I picked some good ones. Those are great examples of the kind of books I'm going to be showing.
I mean, if you do 10 books like that and you provide that kind of information, it'll be a
Yeah,
pretty good, pretty informative video.
yeah, because people, I mean, you're already spending $5, $6 on a new book. You know, $10 ain't too much to spend on something to put in your collection. And
Yeah, I'm not a. I already told you I don't buy new books because I mean 90% of those new books will go into dollar bins eventually.
yeah, we have about 4 or 5 hot top 10 list people I could think of. You got JP Budget, my man C3, and Comic Tom, and whoever else. And I would like to see a Namen top 10 hot book list, or a Bleecker hot top 10 list, or a pair.
Oh,
You know,
really?
as anybody. You know, yeah, it would just be interesting to pick people's brain at what they might. Then you could go at your LCS and dig for them yourself, because they're cheap books. They're not like wall books a lot of the time.
Well, hey, what? You know what? You know what? You just got an idea for a video and you don't even have to edit it.
Yeah.
Make a top 10 video. You invite the guests and have
Okay.
them bring the top 10.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, Norman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you name the term, you know, what kind of top 10 you want, and they bring it and they show it to everybody.
Right.
And then the condition is that, you know, they have to provide information on those top 10 they bring. So
Yeah.
I'll come in for that.
All right. I have 50 on my collection. Invite me, Biggie. Yeah, I'll invite you. Anybody can hop in. I dropped a link, but if I do a top 10 for everybody, I might have to do that soon. I might do it on a collector club. I use my collector club is just like a vehicle for me to do random things that are interesting. You got any of these, Namen? These Silver Age fantasy masterpiece?
Nope.
You don't have any of these?
Nope.
I don't believe it, bro. I know you probably got a couple of these.
I don't think so.
The header don't look familiar.
No.
Wow. All the mystery
It's
boxes.
a beautiful header, man.
It's a Silver Age, like, oversized book, yeah.
Yeah.
25 cent. Even though it's 25 cent, it's still Silver Age.
Oversized. Is that like a UK weekend books back in 70s?
I forget what they call it when you got the spine box end.
Oh.
That's what it is. You see writing on the spine, you know what I mean?
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't have those.
Interesting. You get older stuff, that's why I just assumed you probably did. Some of these are books I was thinking about selling, but I didn't. This is the Wild West first appearance, Wild Wild West.
Oh really? The what's his name?
Jim West.
Okay.
Yeah. Jim West. Desperado. This is a cool key. This is a the hell is this? This ain't the Spider Woman. This is like Titania Secret Wars #3. A little key for a little while. That's all my variants. I need to start selling my my foils. Like, I got enough foils now. I don't need every damn foil there is. Here's another book I was going to sell. I didn't sell. Pink Panther first appearance.
Really cool.
That's really cool, right?
Yeah. Are they considered minor key or big key?
I'd say Pink Panther is a pretty significant character. 1971. First Pink Panther, first Inspector Rougeau. Mine's got a little bit of ink on it, but a good looking copy like this is about $100 or $200. Yeah. Yeah. This book's underappreciated. Mine has a little bit of rust on it, but it's my favorite Wonder Woman cover, the butcher cover. Oh, we got someone in the back. Hey, it's Cliff. Spang. What up, Cliff?
Hey, there's a biggie number 3. There's a
And
biggie
Biggie
number
number
3.
3.
so I didn't mean say invite me to the chat because I was on my way out. However, I was like, you know what? Let me just jump on for 5 seconds.
Yeah. We ain't gonna be here much longer. Hey, it's Cliff. Here's
I have to go myself.
Oh, thanks for hanging out, Nama man.
Wait, tag team.
Oh, yeah, because Cliff, you said I'm leaving. I don't like Cliff. He's the worst guy ever.
Oh, you don't fool me, Naman. You're not CJ.
He's voted the worst person in the community.
Yeah, see, Cliff is one person in the community.
Yeah.
No, you know I love you, Cliff. You know I love you, man.
I'll make it worth it.
Oh, I gotta go. See you guys.
Later, man. Good seeing you, bro. How you been doing, Cliff? Been a little bit since I've been on stream with you.
I know it's been a while, but no, when when I was like, invite me, I was like, dude, do a top 10 show, and yes, invite me. I'll totally be on there.
Okay.
We'll do. Now I don't know. Do you like want it to always be top 10s that are like 20 and under, or 50 and under, or do you want to like change up the formula each time?
You know, I think that I should ask whoever I have on what they want to do, because they might have a specific way of doing it that they feel like is best. You know what I mean? So if I was to ask you to pick what you would want to do, would it be under 30, or what would you want?
Yeah, I mean, I think like 30 and under is good. You know, I even like 60 and under, because like I think anything under 100, for those of us who are broke, I think anything under 100 is really good and really fair. And then how we want to go about it, right?
Yeah.
Like for instance, like if you're searching real hard for an oldie, right? Like it's not beneath you to get a green label or a purple label, because it's so old, it's so difficult, right? So
right.
I mean,
I remember whenever I would only spend $20 or less, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got this because I absolutely love it, but the spine is detached, you know?
Oh.
Yeah. So it was under $20. It's a beautiful book, but it's a delicate game you play, you know? It's like,
you know what? And one day, if you feel like having it slabbed, just so that it'll look sharp.
I'll get a better copy before I get it slabbed. But yeah, I'm more of I never really spent money to get my book slabbed. I'll just buy it slabbed. But I'd rather spend the money on getting a book.
I can go either way, right? If it's a really good deal to buy it slabbed, then I'll just go for a really good deal, right? Because then I don't have to pay shipping and other stuff, right? Well, actually, I probably do end up still paying shipping, because I'm having someone ship it to me. So, all right, let's throw shipping out. I picked up a Spider-Man India #1 for $35, right?
Right.
So, that's cheaper than finding it and getting it slabbed, pretty much. I mean, maybe it would only be cheaper to find it and get it slabbed, you know, versus, I don't know. Like that Miko Suyan that I got out of that Miko Suyan holiday mystery box, like that's great, you know, and I'm super happy. I'm happy with the other stuff that came in the box too.
Yeah, it's all about what I feel comfortable spending on a book. So if I'm going after a book that's $100 raw, I'm hoping it's a better grade than what I'd pay for a CGC, you know? Like, okay, here's an example. Like 4 years ago or so, when I bought my first slab, I got Captain America 100, right?
Mm-hmm.
And usually they're not too horrible damaged, but mine was a 2.0, and I wasn't really looking for a slab. I was just looking for a Captain America 100 around $100, and it ended up being $80. And I was like, yes, like I'll take it, because everything else was more than that. So
way more than that. Way more.
yeah, you get lucky sometimes with low grade slabs at 2 O's and 1/8 because sometimes they're listed lower than raw books.
Agreed. But
I like raw though.
I love being that kind of hunter. But on the other hand, my first appearance of Omega Red is from my childhood collection, and I sent it in to CGC for the double signature. And I'm very proud that it came back 9.4 because that shit is from when I was a teenager, has moved with me 4 times, has sat in my boiler room for 12 years.
It went through all the experiences and shifts and moves, dude. I was watching a YouTube video last night. It's how people will like go and search abandoned buildings, right?
Mm-hmm.
11 months ago, this guy went into an abandoned house that was a toy seller, and it was like 4-foot high piles of toys. You could barely walk around in it, and then there's comics everywhere. And they didn't like take the stuff. They were just looking, supposedly. Nobody knows where this place is. You didn't say. And bro, stacks of books. It just made me like itch. I'm like, oh, I want to know what's in them. I want to know. Oh my god.
Oh no, and they're like not even looking, and you're like, why? Why are you doing this to us?
They're like stepping on them. None of the books had boards or bags. The guy passed away in like 2005. There was a Return of the Jedi figures and Leia and all types of toys, Marvel Legends,
Dude,
millions of dollars worth of shit. Probably millions.
I was watching one of Gary's videos where he went to go buy this collection. And, obviously it was not from the person who did the collecting. It was like the dude's mom or sister or whoever, right? So he gets to the garage, right? And all of the comics are in garbage bags tied up. And he's like, and the look on his face, he's like, oh my God. But then when he opened the bags, everything was bagged and boarded and stacked neatly.
Oh.
But still, just the fact that it was all garbage bags when he walked in there, he was like, his heart was in his throat. Like, what did I walk into? What is this? It was really funny.
Yeah, Gary gets a lot of cool stuff.
Well, and yeah, he freaking.
I gotta admit, I don't think I've seen one of your Jeopardy episodes, so you must not have been doing them, right?
No, I haven't done any lately. I'm doing one Thursday.
You're doing one Thursday. Okay.
Yes.
That's my favorite shit you do. What else do you do besides that? But that's my favorite. Probably just because you invited me to it, but I know you do other shit.
I open shit and I talk shit on streams.
I
open shit and then I'm a guest for other people. And I'm just like, hey, I'm with John's Comics and Kids and we're reading Uncanny X-Men. Hi, this is the J-Man's channel and we're reading Dazzler with Scotty Vaughn. Hey, this is the G-Man and you're watching Nerdy Collective. I just show up. I'm just like, have me on, let's chat. I'm doing a second in the hot seat because I felt like we had a really good time, me and Gary, right? And and I was like, those are all the questions. He's like, well, yeah, we're hitting the 90-minute mark. And I'm like, have me back. I was like, I feel like we didn't even crack the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, yeah. G-Man does a good interview.
Oh, G-Man, that was a lot of fun.
What one were you on? You was on G-Man's?
Yes, I was on Nerdy Collective.
Oh, okay. I think I saw that. Okay, yeah.
So like, I mean, it's really weird, right? I mean, basically, I like to jump on all these shows because, like, I feel like I have to represent what I want to see in the live streams. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've been on a lot of shows, and I'm probably gonna be cutting back from that now, just because I just feel like it's just disingenuine with me. I've just been getting a lot of random shots for no reasons in my mind, so
Well,
I just can't do it.
that's some bullshit. And if I catch anyone, they're gonna hear from me because I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Listen,
I don't.
I even people who completely irritate me in this community, I still don't have any distaste for them, nor would I do something like let's run a poll, you know?
I don't know what happened. I just was
Yeah.
told something. So
Oh,
I
and,
can't
well, and that's
verify
another
anything.
thing too. That's another thing. Sometimes I question, you know, I do question, like, I don't believe in like shoot the messenger, right? But I also like, I do sometimes question the messenger. Or like another YouTube friend of mine, right? Was telling me that, you know, this dude is calling me out in his video. And I watched the video and I'm like, he's not calling you out. I'm like, the video is about YouTubers in general. And sure, it sounds like it could be you, but he's talking about like 30, 40 different people. You know what I mean? And so I was like, and I'm like, I'm your buddy. I'm just telling you, I'm like, you're seeing something that's just not there. Like, it's okay.
Well,
You know, but no, dude, like when people just like want to fuck around like that, it sucks.
it does. It's not worth the hassle for me at this point. It's just like I just don't. I mean, I like to go into it thinking everything's neutral and I'm gonna be treated like everybody else, but I've just been seeing like people I'm not even around. Like I don't even know that well, and they don't really fuck with me. It's just like, okay, I guess I don't see that shit happening to other people as much. It's been happening to me for like Perry said for years, really. Like I've been fucked with for a while, so
That's
I'm just getting
see,
tired of it.
he's been there. And listen, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, right? That one example was just a particular example of what I've seen, right? But and listen, dude, half the reason I went so hard, number one for the award, right? And number
Okay.
two for in January, where I was like, it's my birthday month, let me show up on every stream I possibly could show up on. But a lot of it is because of the rando comments. You don't know how many times I would, you know, be in a stream or redo the rewatch and see in the live chat all this, who the fuck is Cliff? Who the fuck is Cliff? Who the fuck is Cliff? Right? And I'm like, bitches, I'm gonna show you.
What's up, dope? No, I remember that kind of shit. It was you got voted the most funniest, and only people from the Council of Comics that anybody kind of knew was Cliff. Right? Yeah, that this is just my perspective. It could be wrong. I'm just saying, like, and then you know the other guys were a little bit more recognizable because this and that. But I do remember like people say, "Who the hell is that? Who the hell is this?" And it's just like,
oh, and dude, that was even after. That was even after like a lot of the "who the hell is Cliff" stuff that I got. I was just like, you know.
I went and watched y'all shit after I found out, and I said to myself, you know what? It is funny.
Thank you.
And yeah, and that was my last opinion on it. I was just like, they were funny enough to win. Anybody could have won. You know, people. I think that was one of the titles people wanted the most because to be said you're funny is about as big a compliment as you can get, in my opinion.
Dude, all the what broke my heart. The only part of that broke my heart was that Freaky Louie didn't win. I was like, why didn't anyone tell me that he was after this award for like 3 years? I was like, what? I was like, my heart was broken. I was like, no. I'm like, yeah, I love you.
And it just shows you guys got a strong fan base, and they all tapped in and they fucking voted for y'all. You know, that's all you could do.
It was a fan base. It was the fact that I had like 250 of my coworkers vote.
Oh, don't say that. Come on.
Well, dude, I'm not gonna. What am I gonna do? Pretend that I didn't go hard, dude?
I don't know what you did. That's the first time I heard that. That's fucking wild. That makes it even funnier, though.
Yeah, listen, this is like, I compare this to the VMAs, the Video Music Awards on MTV. It is open voting, mofos. Open voting. Midnight of the announcement finalists, I emailed everyone in my email list. I sent them the Google Doc. I told them exactly where they should vote for us and where they should vote for Empire. And I told them to feel free to pick any of these people in the other.
You're allowed to do that. Yeah, you're allowed to do that. That's cool.
Yeah, and I mean, I did it. And like I said, the only thing I feel bad about
is that Freaky didn't get it. Yeah, Freaky
I was
probably
like, oh
was.
my God, I didn't know this was 3 years. This is terrible.
Wow. I was in a voting thing against Big B McFly, and I thought I was going to wash him. I thought I beat him really bad. I thought I did good. And no, I didn't touch. Yeah, I'll push it. I know what you're talking about. And the normal amount of votes you got for the show, Cliff, was like 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked some people on the stream to go vote for me. I'm like, I don't know how I'm losing every category. Like I would have guessed I'd win at least 1 out of the 5 categories. You saw the stream. I remember you was there. And I took the lead. Ended up the fucking poll got 115, 120 votes. Like a normal match is 50 with channels bigger than mine, right? So I pushed hard as shit. But somehow, like, I didn't see him push it off, but he just like hammered. He might have went on Lunch Money Comics said something. I don't know what happened. I just know that I lost and didn't win anything. I got washed the whole way. So,
no, and dude, everyone has so many different perspectives, but like really, it was just like, yeah, I know it's annoying, but like, you know, we always made a mention of it every freaking new comic book day, every live stream. Don't forget to vote for us. The link is in the chat, you know, and like,
you did a good job.
You know,
you're connecting parts of the community that weren't intertwined as much. Now that's a part of the community too, and now all of that's intertwined. You know.
Dude, you have no idea how happy that Toy Games has been on 2 streams with Scotty Vaughn, because I'm just like, oh my God, 2 parts of my life are coming together. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, that's like me and people like Man Cave and Dope. Like, I begged Dope to come on live stream. He didn't even have a YouTube channel, and I was like, just come on my channel, please, you know. And he ended up doing live. Even Hialeah, Comic Bro. Like, the first time he came on live stream was during one of me and my friend's stream, and he's all over the place. And Man Cave, he had his own channel, but he didn't do like live streams and stuff. So I begged him to come on and then he's all over the place. Everybody, you know, it's a lot of fun. I know what you mean.
Yeah, and especially when I'm connecting like people who I've been friends with for 30 years, right? You know, with this YouTube community, it makes me happy. But it makes me happy even when I'm connecting people in between. All sorts of, like, Green Shirt Guy is an artist, right? So I hit up the boys hard. I was like, I'm coming from between the lines. I'm like, hey, I'm here. I am absolutely not an artist. I'm like, you need to have Green Shirt Guy on. It has to happen. So Green Shirt Guy is going to be on Between the Lines. That's going to be great. And then people get a chance to, you know Ronaldo. Like, the other guys are way more busy than I am, you know.
I should take it as a blessing too, Cliff. Is like, okay, so you go through this world, you got to try to navigate it somehow. You're surrounded by people no matter what you do. So if I'm just knowing of the people that may not be supporters as of the people that I think are, you know, it's probably more dangerous to have people that you think are that ain't around you. As of knowing, I should be lucky I know, you know, like just throw out a little bait out there and see how hard people come back at you, you know, and then you might know what's going on. At the same time, it's like, it's all minor to me. Like, I can get over anything. I'm a forgiving person. So maybe that's part of the reason why I get these weird things happen to me, but I'm just fucking annoyed at this point. I don't want to fucking care about it.
I just think it's people who enjoy, you know, getting a rise Listen, I think some people enjoy getting a rise out of me, and I can have fun with that, but in limitation. I can't do it all the time. And then
Yeah, you don't want to be bombarded in a chat and have 4 or 5 people you think are your homies be like, fuck Biggie, you think she's hot shit. It's just like, really? Like, what the fuck was that?
And again, I got people in chats who just, just start shit, and it's funny, and like I ignore it, but like I said, I had plenty of those who the fuck is Cliff moments, and I'm like, you're gonna learn tonight.
Yeah, people were gonna wear it with the badge after a while because it's funny. I used to have really bad reactions, Cliff, and I would say horrible things, but I've learned not to do that because if they're fishing for that, they're not gonna get it. I'm simply talking about the direction in my channel and what I've been through, and it's obvious after a while. It's like I can't not talk about it because it happens right in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend it didn't happen or nothing happened. Shit happens, shit happens.
But listen, on the other hand, on the upside, focusing on your channel, and by the way, me being totally in love with the new idea of the rotating top tens. I love that. We could start with my wall.
And you get new friends after, like Lady F was like, I've seen you getting fucked with, Biggie, and it's pissed me off. It really makes me mad. And if you ever need somebody, I feel like you're kind of in that same boat now. Like I already knew Cliff if I needed Cliff for something, I could hit him up because he's already told me. But you meet new people that have been through that kind of shit, and you appreciate them more. So that's good too, right?
Absolutely. And again, in my weird origin story, why I'm even here, why I'm in this although, right, it's part of why I'm even in this space is because, like, well, shit, I gotta be there.
I got to introduce you to my buddy Dean. I don't know Dean. It's probably some kind of like D's nuts joke or something.
I like how the great legend is like, no, you don't. No, you don't, Perry.
Well, I appreciate you hopping on, Cliff. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, Tara. I love this story about the humbleness or humility you went through with the fucking CBC awards because that was some bullshit. I when I heard people say like, "Who the fuck was that?" I kind of cringe. I might have said it once, but I didn't do it over and over. I can't remember doing it more than once. I just might have said like, "I don't know who they are." I didn't, and I didn't at the time.
Not only that, but like that evening when in one of the later streams, you even said like, I don't know, dude. Like I like Cliff. Leave it. I mean, obviously it was CJ's stream.
If you remember that, that's true because I remember doing that. Like I like Cliff. I think he's funny because after you hear it a few times, it's like you're picking on him. Like no, that's not fair. The dude is funny.
Yeah, and then later in the stream, Legion shows up, and Mark is like, dude, like I like Cliff. Like I'm glad he's part of the community and stuff. Like it's cool. And I was just like, I appreciate you guys. I really do.
Yeah, man. I'm always in it to try to stick up for. I'm always glad it's me instead of somebody else. If I seen this shit happening to someone else, it pissed me off tenfold.
Right? It's funny how it can get you upset. It can get you angry depending on where it's coming from. But it always seems like more infuriating when they're going after someone who either A, you feel it's unfair, or B, you actually like the person and you feel it's unfair. I get even more fired up. I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are we going after him? Like, what's this about?
Just give me the reason why, and then maybe I'll understand. Like until then, I don't agree with it.
True.
All right, well, we're gonna get out of here, man. Looking forward to your. I forget what's called the Jeopardy comics. What do you call it again?
Crisis Quest. Is that gonna work? Crisis Quest. Like, I feel like it should work.
It might. It should work, but it might be a little. Maybe if it's. I think a real strong one-word title helps a lot, and most people do that. They just go one hard word, but Crisis Quest is good.
I want a fun title that says this is a comic book show, right? And like Crisis Quest, I mean,
I was on the fucking show. The fun was fantastic, and I still, for some reason, can't make the correlation. I have a bad brain or something, but it's a good name.
No, dude. Like my rationale versus people's perception, is fine. Like that name is not sticking in, but I feel like the name's got alliteration. It's got crisis in it. Like we talk about crisis all the time as comic book collectors because there's always a freaking crisis,
I went into it. If you're a Nubian like me, and I went into it thinking it was going to be But it was fairly new when I got on. It was like the third or fourth show, I think. But I
Dude,
thought
if
it was
you
going to be
watched my
about
last
crisis.
two, you saw me rail people with Batman 66 questions where they're like, who the fuck are these guys? I'm like,
Yeah.
it's the stunt doubles. It's
Come up with the questions myself because I did a trivia show and mine was all basic questions you see on the internet a million times. You was asking shit that you must have read the fucking book because I don't know how I should get them.
Oh, I have them all on Kindle. I have all this stuff on Kindle, right? And like, so I'm reading all this Kindle shit, and I'm like, oh, that's a fucking golden nugget. And then like and then I have to, but that's the thing, because it's freaking Kindle. You can't copy and paste. So I gotta sit there, have Kindle on one screen, and type on the other screen what I want to use, and then copy and paste it into PowerPoint and make it all show up pretty.
Okay. Yeah. So they're questions that you're probably not going to see a lot unless you use Kindle, and I don't have one. So.
Well, I was gonna say
There it
I
is.
don't even. It's just the Kindle app on what do you call it there on Amazon.
So you get it at like the store, like everybody's store kind of deal?
Yeah, I just on Amazon find the book that I'm looking for, you know, like a book on Bill Finger, and it's like, oh, the Kindle version is $3.99, and then it just opens up in a new web page for you, and you just start reading the book online.
The way I did it, Cliff, was I typed in comic book trivia, 100 questions.
By the way, I did do that for Transformers.
Okay.
But then the problem there is because, you know, I got to be careful with the Beckermans of the world. Shout out to Beckerman, I love you. I had to go and like double check all the information on those questions because I had to be sure, because the last thing I need is like, you know, it was actually in 1985, that episode, not 1984, and the name was Quickfire, not Jetfire.
Oh, yeah, it was actually Starfire or some shit. It was
right,
not Quick.
exactly, right? It was like,
Yeah,
the name was blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay.
right.
Oh my God, I try my best.
You do all right, man. And I do watch y'all's hauls whenever you're in the comic book store and you do this guy talks about the book and that guy and you guys have skits. They're fantastic.
Yeah,
They're just as good as anybody's shit.
Tonight.
Yeah. They're really good. And the people that are in them kind of interchange, but you still have some that come all the time. So it's a good show.
Dude, one guy I'm sorry, I know you want to go and I keep talking.
No, you're good.
One guy we had on recently, the guy who showed up looking for Cable's first appearance, right? He didn't know what he was doing. And you know how we got him involved? I was falling asleep on the road on my way to the comic book store. And this guy was worried about me and thought I may be drunk and followed me to the comic book store, make sure I parked safely, parked his car behind me to make sure I wasn't going to take off, and then got out to talk to me and tell me and make sure that I was all right.
Damn, because they thought you were like intoxicated?
Because he thought I was intoxicated because I almost went into a telephone pole and he flashed his light and beat the horn. So this dude saved my life, right?
Wow.
And that dude is at the beginning of our episode because he came. I said, dude, no, I'm here with my friends. I'm here at a comic book store. And he goes, I forgot there's a comic book store here. And the next thing you know, he came inside. We're talking to him. We invite him to be on the skit because my buddy who was supposed to be our extra couldn't make it. And dude, he was just the nicest thing. He works for the Healy car dealership where my friend Mark is the head of finance. He's like, oh, I know Mark and Melissa. I know him and his sister. Like, dude, it was so nice. So nice.
Huh.
And listen.
You know what they do in my town if that happened? They would just call the police and say there's a DUI. This guy actually followed you
and that's exactly what he was afraid of. And then he shared some personal experiences from his own life with us, and why he's always concerned about other people on the road. It was really, really wonderful. Yeah, Perry's saying God is good. That's exactly what that gentleman said. He said God is good. My mom said God is good. She made me write him a big thank you. I was going to write him a thank you anyway, but
that's a pretty good incentive. That's the newest one of those.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
What's that?
Is that the newest episode of that? Is with that guy?
It's a couple weeks back.
Okay. What was his name?
His name is his real life name is John.
Okay. Well, you guys usually put the guy's name on the stream when you do it, right?
No, because he doesn't have social media or anything.
Oh no, I thought that you got anybody that you talk to, you put their name up. It must just be everybody in there has it.
If they like Toy Games, we put it right, and like those guys who came to film with us and they were extras when we're doing this comedy skit thing, a comedy skit inside a comedy skit. But like, yes, we usually put it. But he has no social media. He was just there.
Okay. All right. So you didn't put his name.
No, we didn't put his name. He was just our
Okay. Well, I'll figure it out. I've watched enough of them. I know how to get to your channel. It's just a little incentive to go watch it. You guys could go see the guy that
my life that day.
was trying to be nice, did a good Samaritan thing.
He absolutely did. He absolutely did.
Well, we're gonna get out of here.
Episode.
Yeah. Put it in the chat before we go. Do you got any shows this week?
I will be doing Crisis Quest 8 p.m. on Thursday night, and I'll probably join. I always want to join Comic Vets Chat on New Comic Book Day, and I always miss it for one reason or another. This week, I think I'm finally going to be in there. Finally.
I never have enough cool new books. Every now and then I might, but then I get busy or something. But you know who I like the most on there is Scotty, dude. Scotty Vaughn murders that.
Scotty's great. And so, listen, sometimes I just want to be in there to be like, oh my God, we have great taste together, you know? Like,
yeah.
Ridiculous. I get it. But like, where the heck is that?
What up, Journey? We talked about you the whole show. We just said you were a bad person.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
what
much.
The whole show was.
That was it. Go. Enjoy the rewind. You'll love it.
I'm joking. I'm gonna get out of here before my girlfriend smacks the piss out of me. But stick around. We could talk in the back.
All right, sir.
There's no cops outside, bud. There's no cops out there. Thank you, Cliff. Catch him on Crisis Quest, and I'll be on Collector Club Friday night, 9 p.m. See y'all there, man.
Biggie.
Yeah,